Hey everyone, Miss Jamie stopping by to read your story. And today we're going to read about Pete the cat. And he goes scuba diving. Because when you go scuba diving, you have to go in the water. And we're having so much fun in the water this week. So I thought, let's see what Pete the cat does in the water. Pete the cat is excited. He is in a boat on a beautiful day. And he's about to go scuba diving. Pete puts on a mask and fins. He has a tank full of air so he can breathe underwater. He hopes to see lots of fish. If you're lucky, you might see a seahorse, says Captain Joe. A seahorse? Says Pete. I can't wait. I've never seen one. The ridges look like horses' mane, says Captain Joe. Groovy, says Pete. He must be in the ocean. Pete jumps into the water. He makes a big splash. Down, down, down he goes. Up, up, up goes the bubbles. Pete looks for a seahorse. He sees a swordfish instead. Pete swims out of the way so it can pass on by. Uh-oh, look over here. Someone's following Pete. Who could that be? Pete waves to a stingray. It has a long, skinny tail. That's not a seahorse, thinks Pete. Pete feels a tickle on his leg. Pete sees a school of fish. They all look alike, except for a green one. It puffs up. It's a blowfish. It's not a seahorse. Oh, who's still by Pete? Who is that guy? Where could one be? Pete looks at the rocks. He sees something long and purple on the sand. What is it? It's an octopus. It has 8 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a seahorse. Pete feels another tickle as he swims. What could it be? Pete turns, but he doesn't see anything near him. He sees a cave. Is there a seahorse inside? See his seahorse friend right here and right here. He's following him. He doesn't see him. Pete sees a crab with claws. A seahorse does not have claws. Pete thinks. The cave gets darker as Pete swims forward. He is still looking for a seahorse, and he still feels a tickle on his leg. Then Pete sees an eel. It has ridges, but they don't look like a horse's mane. The eel is too long to be a seahorse. Look who's down by his leg. Pete keeps swimming farther into the dark cave. Soon it was too dark to see. How will Pete get out? Pete sees a jellyfish. It glows in the dark. Now Pete can swim his way out of the cave. He sees a striped angelfish. It is beautiful, but it's not a seahorse. Pete swims out of the cave. I wonder why it's still so dark, Pete thinks. It's because Pete is in the shadow of a whale. Whales are big fish. Pete says, yikes! Pete wishes he could jump on a seahorse and ride away. Okay, who's up here? Who's up there? Pete hops on a sea turtle instead. It takes him back to the boat. Sea turtles can swim fast. I did not see a seahorse, thinks Pete. Oh well, I still had a great time. But what is tickling my tail? Pete turns, and what does he see? A seahorse! What a great surprise, he thinks. He finally saw his seahorse friend that was following him. Pete had felt the seahorse tickling his fur when he saw the swordfish, the stingray, the blowfish, the octopus, the crab, the eel, the jellyfish, the angelfish, the whale, and the sea turtle. He was there the whole time. You were with me the whole time, Pete said. What a cool adventure. These are all the water animals that Pete saw. Look at them all. They're so colorful. And they're different shapes. All right, that was a pretty cool story. So keep having fun in the water, and I'll see you later. Bye.